Hello and welcome to your Market United Kingdom and Shop.com unfranchised business presentation. Thanks so much for taking some time today to learn a little bit about our business. I'll be your host. My name is Jim Winkler. I'm the Vice President of Sales for Market America Incorporated. I've been a business owner with the company as well since 1997, so started this originally, like many of you who may be looking at this right now, on a part-time basis while I had a full-time job. Went full-time with the company in 1998, built the business up to a level we call Executive Field Vice President, which in US dollars is $45,000 to almost $63,000 in a 4-week pay cycle. My wife Lisa and I have been multi-million-dollar earners, and probably what I'm most proud of is this business has allowed me to have the time to be the husband and father I always wanted to be. And really, that's my background. I'm going to share with you how our Market United Kingdom business works. Very excited. We opened up this business in March of this year. The company itself, the parent company, Market America, was founded in 1992. You can see the rented home of the owners, JR and Lauren Ridinger, right there back in 92. And then you can see our office complex now on 30 acres in Greensboro, North Carolina in the United States. Market United Kingdom is a product brokerage and internet marketing company that specializes in one-to-one marketing and social shopping, and I will walk you through each one of these categories as we go through the presentation today. As you can see from a worldwide company sales position, it's been incredible what's happened. This just shows the last 11 years in our projection for 2012, and of course it does it in wholesale sales and it does it in retail sales for people to be able to compare that. But you can see the company has grown tremendously and continues to grow during what may have been some of the hardest economic times our country has seen and our world has seen during this last 10 to 20 years. What you're seeing right now is our mission statement. It says Market United Kingdom and Shop.com is changing the way that people shop and changing the economic paradigm so everyone can become financially independent by creating their own economy. The pictures you're seeing flash in front of you are people who have already earned in excess of $1 million US dollars in commissions with the company during the past 20 years since we started the company. So what does that mean? We have over 300 people in that category of what we call our $1 million club. What that means is that what I'm about to show you flat out works if you will put some time and you will put some effort to it. And as I've always looked at things like this, I've said if someone else can do it, I can do it too. It means there's a way to achieve success if I'm willing to work. The company operates globally in the United States, Canada, Mexico, Australia, Taiwan, Hong Kong, and the United Kingdom. You know, right now has been a very tough time in society, no matter what country you're from. For every 100 people who should have reached the age of 65, there's only 5% of them who fit into what we call wealthy or financially fit. 95% of the people are either still working, have unfortunately passed away, or are struggling tremendously financially to get along. Now, when I took a look at this, I wanted to know who are the top 5%? Who are those people? Well, the top 5%, in that category, 74% of those people own their own business. So as I share this presentation with you, think to yourself of the people you know. I always say use good common sense. If you took a piece of paper and you wrote down 10 wealthiest people you've ever come in contact with, I would almost bet that 8, 9, or 10 out of 10 of those people are business owners. So with that being said, the thought should be, okay, how could I own my own business? And to be able to own your own business, sometimes that's tough to do, whether from a financial standpoint or a time standpoint. What I'm about to share with you with our unfranchised business is a 2 to 3 year plan that, like a franchise, there's a systemized way of doing it, there's a standardized way of doing it, there's a uniform way of doing it. We have state-of-the-art management systems, merchandising marketing tools, standardized training systems across the world, of course, potential tax advantages owning a business, especially one that you can take almost anywhere with you. Growing visibility, but unlike a franchise, we have no franchise fees, no monthly royalties, no territorial restrictions. You can start the business on a part-time basis. There's minimal startup expenses and little risk. Now, what you're seeing as you look at this, you're also noticing a website that's right there. I'm going to take you live for just a minute online so you can see that as well. But there's 3 ways to earn income. One way is through cash back from your online transactions and your customers' online transactions. The second way is by providing our branded products, and you have the ability by servicing 10 to 15 preferred customers to earn anywhere from 30 to 1,000% gross retail profit. Typically, it's more like the 30 to 50%. The 1,000% really comes from one of our website product divisions we have. And then time leveraging. Duplicate your efforts, develop and manage only 2 sales and distribution organizations, and have the ability to earn anywhere from 170 pounds to 1,190 pounds per week per what we call Business Development Center. What I'm going to do now, I'll take you live online for a second, and I'm going to show you exactly what I was just talking about our website. You can see it here live. You can see my name right there, Jim Winkler, on my shop.com, powered by Market United Kingdom site. And I want to show you a few of the advantages here. Well, one advantage you see right away is where we have the ability to earn cash back for doing what we already do. One of it is, I'm a firm believer, people are looking for 2 things. How can I save time and how can I save money? Well, one way you can save time is by using our search engine. So let's say that you wanted to purchase a wireless keyboard, for your iPad, okay? So what I would do right now, I'd search under all departments. I would connect and say I want to get a wireless keyboard, and all of a sudden it starts pulling up all these different wireless. Now I could look by manufacturer as you look on the left-hand side. I could look by compatibility. I could look by store. Anyway, as I go through here and I see a couple, I did just get an iPad lately, and I'm looking to see what might be nice. And as I look at it, you might notice maybe the Kensington key folio would be nice. I can take a look. I can look at details on that. I see that's about 100 pounds right now, and maybe I'm a little worried that maybe that's a little bit more than what I want to pay. So I think I'll set a price alert on that. And by doing that, what I'll say is if it gets down to 80 pounds or less, let me know. I put my email in here. And by doing that and submitting, it will now, if that ever hits 80 pounds from any of the different stores that we deal with, it's going to send me an email and let me know where I can buy it. One of the things I might want to do though is my wife Lisa, she never knows quite what to get, so maybe I can help her out a little bit, and I can go back again here to see details, and I can add that to a list. So let's see which one we want to go to. I'll just go to Jim's list, and I'll add this right here so that she can look, and she has the ability to see what maybe I'm looking for and what I would like. All right, so that gives you a couple ideas of how you can do your shopping, how you can look, how this can save you time. Let's go and take a look at how this works though when we go to stores. So let's say I wanted to go to the store Dixons.com. So let's see if I can pull that up. Why don't I try just Dixons? That might be easier to find. And when I do that, you'll see right here, low price electrical, one of the UK's best known brands. So I can see it gives a little bit of cash back. I click on that. I can see that by clicking here, it's going to take me to their store. Now, here's Dixon's store. And as you can see, before I went here, I also had gone there just by adding a new tab. So by adding a new tab, what I did is this is Dixons, as you can see, it just says dixons.co.uk and shows their store. Now, if I go to the one I went to through my shop.com site, same exact site, so I'm going to do that again. The only difference, look at the address bar right here, is when I go to the one that we went to through shop.com, there's a tracking mechanism. What that tracking mechanism does is it tracks that you ordered it through the shop.com UK site, and it now gives you credit towards either cash back or towards commissions with that. So that's how that part of our business works. It allows you to, anything you purchase online, have the ability to generate and develop and create commissions for yourself as a business owner, or cash back as a customer or business owner. Let's take a look. We also have some best sellers, some of our exclusive products again. So if I go to OPC3, you can see a couple things right here. I could add that right away. I could take this and I could post it. So many of you are maybe into social networking. I could put this on a social network site very quickly, be able to write in something, great product for all our UK friends. And when I do that, maybe I'll put that into, I can put it on a timeline, I can put it in a group, I could come down and do it in by a friend, share it on a wall, but whatever it may be, I'm going to share that right now. So that just went out, and boom, I can, in the matter of the 5 seconds you saw me do that, I can send that out to 5,000, 10,000 people that I have as friends. That it used to take me so long to get out and be able to meet with people. So real nice. We also, as you can see, there's many other ways we can do it. We can email it out directly to someone we wanted to and show them that. We can go into this and we can take a look and we can see different products that may be recommended. We can go down here and we can see benefits and ingredients and what makes this difference. For some people want to know a lot about science or frequently asked questions about products. So we've got all that there for you as well. You know, this was just a quick sort of overview of our site, showing you a couple of the exclusive products, a little bit on some of the stores we deal with. But you can see shop.com, what a great name, isn't it? One of the top sites for online shopping in the world, and that'll be part of your business. So I'm going to go back to the presentation. Now we'll talk a little bit more about the site as we continue talking about it. But when you take a look, you know, now it really says which would you prefer, that 45-year plan I talked about or the 2 to 3 year plan. Well, here's the truth of it. Sometimes it's not which would you prefer. I think if it was which would you prefer, everybody would choose the 2 to 3 year plan. The truth of it is most of us are already doing the 45-year plan. And what's happened from there is maybe that's not working quite the way we want it to. So now what we're doing is we're taking a look and saying, is there a way I can add some additional income? Is there a way I can grow a little bit with maybe a business on the side? And I think that's really where you start to take a look at this. As a product brokerage company, we identify the latest market-driven products. We eliminate the burden of manufacturing, and we don't rely solely on the sales of any one product or service. So what that really means is we can change with the marketplace. We've had 80, and I'm going to repeat that, 80 consecutive quarters of growth. Again, the reason for that, a tremendous reason for that, is our ability to move with the times. Now, our Market United Kingdom brands, with our exclusive products and services, we have access to multi-billion-pound markets. And I'll share a few of those with you right now. You can see our isotonic line of supplements in our health and nutrition store. And these are a powder-based vitamin supplement that you add water to. When you add water to this, obviously you would drink it as a liquid. There's no fillers, no binders, no coatings, really just results. And what happens is because you don't have those binders, fillers, or coatings, you get a quicker delivery system. Our number one product is called our OPC3 product, which you can see right here on the left-hand side. That product is what we call a super antioxidant and a free radical fighter, or a free radical scavenger, if you've ever heard that term. That is a product, whether the business is of interest to you or not, I would do some research onto. It's a product my parents take. It's a product my children take, my wife takes, basically all my friends take. All the people I care about, I have on this product because I know what it can do for them from a long-term advantage in helping with their health. Of course, many different products in that isotonic line that you see right there. We also have a line of aloe product. That's an aloe juice that we have that you drink. Great for your GI tract. We have an omega-3 heart health product. We also go into a skincare line, a high-end skincare line that helps repair, renew, rebirth called Cellular Laboratories. And then one of the fastest growing areas we have in our business, especially here in the United Kingdom, is our Motives by Lauren Ridinger that you see right there. A tremendous brand and a tremendous product that so many people are finding that this quality is just top notch to be able to share with. Here are a few of the magazines and a few of the celebrities who have been using this product. And we now have that available in the United Kingdom, as well as just added our Motives for Lala product, which also goes with Lala Anthony and allows the cosmetics to work with different skin tones. We have a personal care line of products like our Royal Spa line, which is hair care products. We have our website solution area, which we call our MA Web Centers. And this is where you can go in and you can develop, work with a team to customize websites for small businesses. Now, the nice thing is you really go in, you get the appointment, and then what the team, the company we work with, helps design the website, but you make the commission for being able to do that. Very well received by so many people. And of course, I showed you our site, but on here you see the exclusive Market United Kingdom brands. You can see our social networking there up at the top. You can see our partner store links. Hundreds of stores that we have, millions of products. You can see how you can earn cash back, up to cash back off of this site, as well as you earn a 0.5% on eligible referral purchases as well. And here's a few of the partner stores. You're probably very familiar with many of these stores as you take a look right here. Maybe stores you shop online from all the time. And I think we know that's such a growing trend, shopping online. Speaking of trends, every 10 or 20 years, there's been new marketing systems that have emerged. You can go throughout from the 1930s on, and something big happened almost every 10 years. And initially, it may not have been thought of as going to be this big trend changer, but it ended up going that way. And you look into the 80s and the 90s, and then you started to see one-to-one marketing in the 2000s, which was really designing and spending time with people because we've been almost over-advertised. In 2010, you started to see more about social shopping and I'll talk about that with the combining of our networks. But, I've always believed to get ahead in life, you need to figure out the next 5 to 10 years. And when you take a look at what's going to happen in the next 5 to 10 years, you look at nutrition and wellness. Of course, that is an area that is just continuing to grow, not only with what we call our baby boomers, but with so many people now going into their 60s and their 70s wanting to maintain that healthy lifestyle. But just because of a general knowledge base that's out there now of how nutrition can help you or work with your body to maintain more wellness throughout your life, you can see what it's like to own your own business now. Why is that a future trend? Well, so many people are doing it now compared to the number of people who used to do it in the past. And I think a big reason for that are things like right now you're watching a webinar. You can watch it online. Things like that years ago would have cost hundreds of thousands of dollars to be able to put together. Now, if you basically have a laptop, you have the ability to create something like this. You can do presentations right from a laptop. And really, people are looking to own their own business because they're just a little bit fed up and a little bit scared with the way the economy is going and want to have an extra income coming in. Of course, online or mobile shopping, I think we all know that click and order is quickly replacing brick and mortar, and as the next 5 years come, that's only going to increase. And I mentioned social shopping before, and when you talk about social shopping, what you are really talking about is you are talking about the ability to combine sort of social media and online shopping, to combine high tech and high touch, to reach millions of customers, just like I did in that one little example, and to match people to products and products to people. Another trend that's occurring out there, something you may have seen, is this horizontal marketing structure that's been out there for years, whether it's been in the school systems, whether it's been in government or the churches, or whether it's been in real estate franchises. That has come under a lot of competition lately, because the only way to get ahead in this structure is to compete against your fellow people and to have to move in front of them. I'm not saying it's a bad structure. I'm just saying it's a structure that causes some issues. What we've done as a company is we've taken that horizontal structure and we've turned it on its side. By turning it on its side, we've created a vertical marketing structure that compounds efforts, encourages teamwork and support, and everyone receives 100% credit for sales and volume generated. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to walk you through our 5 steps to build our unfranchised business. As I walk you through this, understand you may need to see it a second time to fully comprehend everything. I'll try to break it down in the easiest manner I can, because I do think in a lot of ways it's a very simple business. But I do want to take you through the complete compensation plan as well. So when you start your business, there's 2 ways you can do that. One way is you can apply as a sales representative. There's no cost. Buy your product at wholesale, sell your product at retail. The second way you can do it is as a unfranchised owner. When you apply as an unfranchised owner, there's a subscription fee. You buy your product at independent distributor cost and you still earn retail profit, but now you have the ability to participate in our management performance compensation plan and earn commissions. Either way you do this, you would be able to start your business with 3 business development centers. Now, over the years, I've talked to people a lot about becoming an unfranchised owner, because there's 2 major things, advantages you have as an unfranchised owner compared to applying as a sales representative. As an unfranchised owner, you have the ability to create something we call leverage. Leverage is getting paid on more than what you do personally. Great example would be if a traditional business owner had 10 employees and everybody worked 8 hours tomorrow, that traditional business owner would get 80 hours of leverage. Now, the only problem is the employees don't have any leverage. So we operate within a system that is not employer to employee, but it's business owner to business owner, and each person can create leverage with each other. I think it's a far superior system. The second thing is it allows you to have the ability to have what we call ongoing income. If you build this correctly, you can build something that can pay you for a continuous period of time. My wife and I have this built in to our will for our children. Should something happen to us, as long as they maintain some minimum requirements, they would continue to get paid based on what our business is earning. And that's a great feeling to know that you're building an asset rather than just trading your time for money. Your subscription includes a shop.com website, so that's up and running the day you start your business, an unfranchised business account, which is a back office, which allows you to manage your business, a career manual, which is like a blueprint for success, follow it exactly, a getting started guide, which tells you what to do the first day, the first week, and the first month in the business, access to an audio download training library of hundreds of training programs, and those are all free. A training and seminar system, which I really think is second to none. You can do it as a classroom style system. You can do it as an online training system. And then coaching and mentoring by experienced unfranchised owners who have a financial incentive on helping you succeed. And one of the great things about this, if you're watching this right now, whoever invited you, during the training and seminar system they've gone through, one of the things we teach people is don't invite anybody to something like this first that you don't like, because you get to pick your own team. So if somebody invited you, the good news is somebody likes you. And secondly, we encourage people to only invite people that they feel can be successful, because the key to this business is you watching this right now have the ability to out-earn the person who introduced it to you. You have the ability to out-earn really anyone else in the company. If you do a better job than other people, you can get paid more. And that's exactly what I was looking for from a business standpoint. Second step is to create what we call business volume. And business volume is a unit value or points assigned to our exclusive market United Kingdom branded products. So every product has a point total associated to the number of pounds that it costs. So a great example would be if you spend 100 pounds, you'd get about 70 business volume points. Now it can be higher than that in cosmetics and skincare can almost be as high as 90 points per 100 pounds. But because we work with so many different avenues of products, we use what we call business volume points to assign to them. And those business volumes are used to calculate commission. So, of course, we want to create business volume. And one great way to do it is through personal use. And, really this has become something that made so much sense to so many people. And I'll approach it in two ways. One way is if you are going to be using products, buying them from a store anyway, why wouldn't you buy them from your own business and buy them at wholesale instead of retail and save all that money? And the more products that you use, it's almost like creating a shopping annuity that's going to pay you over and over again. It also gives you the ability to share with other people how these products work. So I looked at it from business sense. When I started my own personal business, I had been a customer of some of those nutritional products that we shared with you. And for about 7 months, I took a look at this and I said, well, this is a no-brainer. I would love to get started. I'll get my products at wholesale and I'll start creating more volume by using some of the different products they have. We have something called transfer buying, and transfer buying is an automatic shipment of products that you'll set up once you start your business. And that's 50 business volumes of product, and you pick which products you want. Some people pick products they're using personally. Some people pick products that they're going to be retailing to an end consumer. But you can change that at any point, but you do have a transfer buying requirement as you get your business up and running, which is a monthly shipment. Then we have a retail sales requirement as well. To be a legitimate company, you have to retail products to an end consumer. With us, it's about 115 pounds every 90 days that need to be retailed to an end consumer. Now, many people will do that in their first couple weeks starting the business, but we basically base that off an industry average of over 30 years of what people do in some kind of an internet or home-based business, and put that together and have that retail sales requirement again of 150 pounds per 90 days. One of the greatest innovations our company has really been moving towards is our preferred customer auto ship. And what was happening is we had a lot of customers who loved our product, wanted to make sure they got them on a timely and a regular basis. So the company implemented an auto ship program so that the customers could enroll in this, and then they could have their products every 30 or 60 or 90 days. Once you've set them up on that, the company will ship the product directly from our warehouse. But you will get full retail profit and you will get full business volume credit towards your commissions because you took the time to set the customer up with that, or the customer could set themselves up right from the website. Internet marketing, I've been talking to you about a lot with social media. We have marketing systems, we have printed material and catalogs. And one-to-one marketing is really taking the time to talk to people. So, but one of the goals would be to have 10 to 15 customers who shop from you regular. You'd probably want to get 3 to 5 of those on an auto ship program at least by explaining to them or showing them the benefits they could have with that auto ship program. Step 3 is to qualify your business. And you qualify your business by ordering a minimum of 200 business volumes of product into your 001 Business Development Center. Now, as you can see, each person starts with 3 business development centers. We call that an 001, an 002, and an 003. You qualify a center by ordering 200 business volumes of product. Once it has been qualified, that business development center can begin to accrue business volume. A lot of people, and when that happens, of course, that's when the banks will come on to the business, and the banks are where the points add up. A lot of people will qualify their business with what we call our Fast Start program. And a couple different things we have here. We have our regular Fast Start program with the products you see there, with the website that you see right there. And that that is probably about almost a 550, or as you can see, a 540 pound value that you get for 330 pounds with free delivery. We also now have a Motives Cosmetic Fast Start program as well, again for that 330 pounds. For those of you who want to focus more maybe on the cosmetic line within our company. Step 4 is to activate your business. And you activate your business by personally sponsoring and placing one qualified shop consultant in your left and your right organizations. So what does that mean? Any business to expand and grow, a traditional business would get a new storefront or get a new restaurant, hire new managers. Because we work from our homes and we work using the internet as well, we now look to expand through people. So you would identify, again, and we'll go back to what we talked about earlier, people that you like and people that you think could be successful. Identify them and then approach them about learning about this business. Now, one of the nice things about this, and I do tell this to people, is everyone will not be interested. And some people are surprised to hear us say that. But from a realistic standpoint, some people are skeptical. Some people are even a little negative because it's a little outside of the box of what maybe they've done in a traditional job. So what we're doing is we're going out to identify those people who have a good work ethic, who are entrepreneurial, who want more out of life. And in this example, let's say we identify Tom and we identify Sue. So now you have a left and a right side of your business. When I was originally learning this, I'm very analytical on numbers, and one of my partners who was training me said to me, she said, Jim, if you can count to 2 and you know your left from your right, the system will teach you the rest as you start to build your business. And I have to say she was entirely correct. So what happens next? Next, people are going to lead to people. So if you identify Tom and Sue, and you may identify them, by the way, by sending them a webinar like this. You may bring them to one of our professional, what we call unfranchised business presentations. You may just sit down with them, with your senior partner, and share with them how the business works. There's many different ways that you can build this, but they're going to lead to people they know. Now what starts to happen is they lead to people. You're going to teach everybody how to apply, create, qualify, activate, which you just went through and learned, and then how to teach, manage, and support others. So what we're really doing is we're working with the team to help them. And one of the things that really excited me so many years ago, 15 years ago when I first took a look at this, was I started to think of the people that I knew and the people that they would know that I wouldn't even know, and how really it was unlimited in the way we could continue to build our business. Now, a unique feature to what we do is, let's say you're looking at this, and again, first time I looked at it, I had 2 questions. One was, can I earn more than the person who introduced me? And the answer was absolutely yes, because I didn't want to be involved in something that you couldn't do that. The second thing that I was looking at was, what if I introduce this to a third person? Because I mentioned, introducing it to the first and the second person. What if I introduced it to a third or a fourth person? I assume they would go third over here, maybe fourth over here. Sort of build a horizontal line, because in my traditional corporate background, if I hired a new manager, it certainly didn't do anything but compete against the current managers who are there. I had to reshape my thinking, and here's how this happens. If a third person is introduced, we'll help you decide whether to place that person on the left or the right side of your business. Let's say it's Matt here you introduce it to. When you introduce Matt to the business and you place Matt down below the left side, everything Matt does from this point forward, anyone Matt introduces will now help Dr. Jones, will help Chris, will help Tom, will help your business and help your teammates' business. What does that mean to you? That means that every person has a financial incentive to come down here and help Matt in your business. In fact, as much of an incentive as you do. Here's what that meant to me. I had very limited time, but I did know a lot of people. So what it meant was I would have the ability to develop an organization and build teams of people. And I've personally always believed you can move much faster as a team than you can individually. Now, what our business will do is every day it's going to search through your business to see, Okay, how much volume is being generated? Now this searches to infinity. There's no levels, there's no percentages, there's no fractions. So it searches to infinity. When it searches to infinity, let's say that it sees Ashley here, and it sees Ashley getting ready to order some products. Well, Ashley orders those products. When she orders them, the volume comes up to Elizabeth, it comes up to Chris, it comes up to Tom, it comes up to you, and it comes up to your business partners. Let's say Ashley ordered 400 business volumes of product, each person she is connected to gets that same 400 business volumes of product. Again, no percentages, no levels. Very unique to the way our business builds. What I have here is a disclaimer, and I'll read the first part of it. It says the income levels mentioned in the following presentation are for illustration purposes only. They are not intended to represent the income of a typical Market United Kingdom independent distributor, nor are they intended to represent that any given distributor will earn income in that amount. I'm going to keep it really, really simple. What really we're saying here is if you don't do any work and if you don't follow the system we have in place, you might make some money, but you probably won't make the big money. And as I walk through this, I try to tell people, look at this and say, what if I could make an extra 500 pounds a month? What if I could make an extra 1,000 pounds a month? What would that do for my life? The higher incomes that I will show you, those come if you continue to do a great job over and over again. So here we go. How are commissions earned? BV commissions are calculated on a weekly basis. So every day the company searches to infinity. On Friday night at midnight, it takes a look at your business. When you get to 1,200 and 1,200 of those business volume points that you can see right there, you receive a commission of 170 pounds. Now let's keep that simple. Do you have to produce all 1,200 of that volume? No, you don't. It could be Cheryl's moving a tremendous amount of cosmetics and skincare. William might be selling websites. Dr. Jones may be big into the nutraceutical products. Whatever, it can be any combination of it. Maybe Frank is just a big business builder and he's here and just building in depth in his business and growing it very fast with business partners. Whatever it is, that volume continues to add up, and every Friday the company looks, and whenever you get to 1,200 and 1,200, you receive a 170 pound commission. So whether that's in 1 week, whether that's in 1 month, or whether that's in 1 year, and that'll be determined by the pace of what you decide to build with. The next thing that'll happen is when you get another 1,200 and another 1,200 of these points, you receive another 170 pound commission. Next is when you get another 1,200 and another 1,200, you receive another 170 pound commission. The last step is at 1,400 points more and 1,400 business volume points more, you receive a 340 pound commission, which means from going from 0 to 5,000 business volumes, you've now received a total of 850 pounds. Now, then your volume is going to reset to 0 and it's going to start over. But as you can imagine, as your organization grows, because remember, these are business partners, they're not employees. These people are looking to identify people to work with them. They're looking for customers who like our products, and they're looking for people who like to shop online. As that happens, your volume frequency will increase. So basically what happens is as your business gets bigger and bigger, and as more people are doing things, every little bit adds up to a lot. And what can start to happen is it can go from 0 to 5,000 in a month, and you earn 850 pounds a month. It can start to go 0 to 5,000 in 3 weeks, 0 to 5,000 in 2 weeks, 0 to 5,000 in 1 week. It doesn't mean that you're working harder. This is the key point to our business. It means that your organization has grown fast or is enlarging and growing, and now you have the ability to have more people doing things, which is creating more volume. The company also allows you another unique feature. You have the ability, by using products or retailing products, to place volume down below into anyone that you've personally introduced into the business. So in this example, remember, you introduced Matt. Let's say that you have to order 400 business volumes for a customer. When you order that, you can place Matt's ID number in the customer order. Matt then gets credit for those 400 business volumes on either the left or right side of his business, and that goes towards him earning commission checks at 12 and 12 or 24, 24, wherever he may be. And people say, well, why would I give Matt the credit on really what I've been working for? Well, here's the reason why. Because what's going to happen now is that volume is going to go to Dr. Jones, Chris, Tom, and it comes back to you anyway. So anytime we go to place an order, we like to place that down below into people we've personally introduced, help them get closer to earning commissions, or help other people, and then it comes back to us anyway. One of the things that we built into the company is a bonus structure, and I really thought this was brilliant because what it does is it allows you to work with the people in your organization, and the better they do, the more you're able to earn. So in this example, when you get to 5,000 and 5,000, not in 1 week, but just the timing of clearing that pay cycle, the company will do a vertical computerized search down the left side of your business and a vertical computerized search down the right side of your business. It's looking to see, do you have one person on the left, one person on the right, who also clears that business that 5,000 and 5,000 in their business development center the same week you do. If you do, you receive a 340 pound bonus. So basically, keeping this real simple, what that means is whoever's introduced this to you has every reason to work with you and your team as it expands, because it can help them earn bonuses. And you would want to help everybody you introduce because it could help you earn bonuses. Again, it's a brilliant part of our compensation plan. What if you want to earn more? Because that does max out one business at 1,190 pounds per week. I mean, it's a nice max out, but a lot of people say, well, I want to earn more. Well, remember, we started with 3 business development centers. And this whole time I've been talking to you about just building and growing one of those. So we've built this one business, and maybe now we have it to where we're earning 1,190 pounds per week. But remember, while you were building this, so you might have 100 business partners down this side, you've really built half of this business, but you're not getting paid because you have to have equal sides. While you were building up here, you built really half of this business, but you're not earning commissions on this one because you have to build the other side. And of course, we're getting paid on the top one. So now what you could do is you could come back, introduce Larry, start building one new organization. As you build that in depth, volume starts to come up here, and now you have the ability to earn up to 1,190 pounds on this per week on this center. Then you could come over here, start building in depth, and now you have the ability again to earn that same amount, 1,190 pounds on this center. So what that means is you have the ability, by building 4 organizations with Tom, Larry, Mark, and Sue, to have a weekly earnings potential of 3,570 pounds. Now again, we're getting into big numbers here. Some people would say that is tremendous. If I could make that, that's all I'd ever want to make. Some people, though, would say, why is there a cap on it? And there's not. Because just as you have the 3 business development centers, once one of these has gotten and earned to the point it's reached the 5,000 and 5,000 business volumes, you then receive a new business development center. One time only once you do it. In this case, we'll call it our 004. You qualify that center with 200 business volume. You identify 2 new people. These may be the people who told you early on that they weren't interested, who now want to know what you are doing and why you are smiling so much. And you start working with Bob and Alex, and volume starts to come up. When that volume starts to come up, when you get to 1,200 and 1,200 here, you'd earn a 170 pound commission. And as you can see, it just keeps growing. But all the volume you're creating in this business is going to Elizabeth, it's going to Chris, it's coming back up here, and it's coming back to your original business. So in simple terms, while you're expanding and earning more income, you're actually solidifying what you've already started. And once this is earned 1,500, you can have another business. The key is you can't have a new one unless you develop the one up to, where it gets to an earning of 850 pounds or getting to the 5,000, 5,000. So with that being said, what you have is the ability to continually earn additional income. And what that means for you is you can take this as far and as high as you're willing to work. And what an amazing thing to have in this day and age where you have the ability to continue to grow a business year after year. I can say after doing this for 15 years as a business owner, that my income has gone up every single year by continually maintaining and growing and developing these centers in depth. Let's give a recap here. You can earn cash back and retail profit from day one. That's very important. There's a volume accrual for 365 days. That volume adds up for you or until you complete that pay cycle. There's a volume search to infinity. No levels, no percentages, 100% of the volume coming up. There's volume placement and there's people placement where you can place people down below and you can place volume down below into people you've personally sponsored. There's an unlimited income potential through those additional business development centers we just talked about. And really, you can get this started with your Fast Start program for 330 pounds and, really keeping this in focus. You've got a tremendous opportunity in front of you. Our company, having just started, 20 years of experience, but having just started in the United Kingdom in March of 2012, this puts you in a prime position to really be on the ground floor of something huge. All for the entry cost, if you decide to do it as an unfranchised owner, and use our Fast Start program of about 330 pounds, which is less than some people buy on a new mobile device or a new television. So you take a look at it. I tell people, what is your interest level? Let the person who invited you to this webinar, give them a call, let them know your interest level. A one out of three would mean, I'm not really interested in the business. Appreciate you letting me learn about it. I'd like to maybe register for cash back, and I'd love to try one of the Market United Kingdom branded products. Maybe you're interested in trying our OPC3 isotonic antioxidant. If you're a little more interested in that, but you're a little bit confused, you'd be a 2 out of 3. And if you're a 2 out of 3, what that means is book a follow-up appointment, learn more, see it again, sit down with the person who invited you and answer questions. Come to one of our trainings or come to one of our local seminars. We're one of the only companies in the world that encourages people to come to a training program before they've even started the business if they want to learn more. Or if you're a 3 out of 3, or as somebody said to me the other day, I'm a 5 out of 3, Jim. I just want to get started. I want to establish my Market United Kingdom and Shop.com on franchise business as fast as I can. Then sit down with the person and find out what do you need to do to get yourself going. And a lot of times it makes sense to learn while you earn. And I think that's a great way to look at this from a business standpoint. So the rest is easy. Get your questions answered, try some products, visit the shop.com website of the person who invited you, give it a trial run, have some people take a look at this with you. That makes so much sense. And then get started on the 2 to 3 year plan. I want to thank you for taking some time with me today to take a look at this. I look forward to meeting you in the future as we grow our Market United Kingdom business. I hope you have a tremendous, tremendous rest of the day and your future is much brighter because you took the time today.